Hello, soul searchers, and welcome back to my channel where we use tarot to gain better insight into ourselves and the world around us. So, as you can see, today I will be doing my nails using the Lime Beam set from Glamnetic, and working with this nail set was actually really interesting. So, I wanted to go ahead and do a video telling you guys about the energy and the messages that came up during the week when I was working with Lime Oracle card, but also specifically with this nail set. So y'all know every week, roughly, sometimes every 3 weeks, it just depends, but usually every week I do a mini altar to a card from a different deck. So sometimes it's tarot card, sometimes it's an oracle card. The week that I was working with this nail set, I had the Lime Oracle card from the Essential Oil Oracle deck. I will have that linked below. But the photo of that is also in the thumbnail in case you're curious. And generally, this card during the entire week that I worked with it spoke to me about no longer procrastinating, no longer making excuses, just doing what needs to be done, and not worrying about perfection, which is also a form of procrastination, I've learned. If I can say that, oh, it's not perfect yet, it needs to wait, then yeah, that just ends up leading to me procrastinating. So it's actually been a pretty eye-opening week working with Lime. This nail set specifically from Glamnetic was fun. And I don't actually mean fun. It was a challenge. Y'all are going to see me here in a second going back and forth with these doggone nails. I couldn't get the package to close. I accidentally ended up putting up more nails that I actually needed out, and so I had to take them back out. Like, just the process of even putting these on was chaotic, which kind of talked to me about one of the shadows of Lime energy. As I've said, Lime energy was pretty much just about not procrastinating and just doing the thing. But this chaotic framework with these nails just really showed me how shadowy it can be to also just go. There is still a message here, even with Lime, about making sure that we're being intentional. Lime isn't saying to just go balls to the wall without any regard, but it is saying to stop making excuses. But in not making excuses, that doesn't mean that you have to miss the details. Actually, Lime still requires that you do pay attention to the details so that you can avoid some of the chaos. If you need to slow down, slow down. But Lime energy in general, it was very fiery, actually. I was expecting it to be a bit more gentle just because the oracle card itself is tied to the heart chakra in that oracle deck. And so I was just expecting a more gentle energy than what I actually got. But Lime was on my ass about just do the thing. What are you waiting for? And yeah, one of the shadows is that it could take a bit more time to get things done because we are rushing and missing the details. So that's one shadow. The bigger shadow that came up in working with this energy and specifically this nail set is shaky foundations. So this specific nail set from Glamnetic is a no glue mani, which basically means it's just a peel and press. You don't use any glue, unlike the first one that I used or the first nail set that I ever tried. And so it is more convenient in a sense. It's a little quicker to apply them. But the foundation of these is nowhere near as good as if you just use glue. When I tell you these babies did not last a full day, within 22 hours, the first nail had popped off. And I am a little hard on my nails, notoriously. Like, I'm a nail biter. To me, I always need to be able to be independent. So if I can't open a jar or open a can on my own because of some nails, I just don't need nails. That's literally what has kept me from getting into them for so long. But again, doing something different these days. So I did try it. And yeah, these didn't last, like at least the first set with the glue lasted a week. These didn't even last a day. And technically these nails are supposed to last, I want to say up to 5 days is what they claim. But I was already kind of skeptical because I just know me. I know how hard I am on nails. But it did bring up a message about in the rush or in the speed, in the haste just making sure that the foundation is still good and solid so that you don't have to go back and fix it later. So with working with this energy, the shadow energies that kind of came up with Lime were Knight of Wands and the Tower card. Knight of Wands is kind of always looking for the next best thing, just kind of never satisfied energy. And so that was something that came up too, like in the speed of achieving and acquiring. Are you appreciating what you already have? And then Tower card energy came up in the way that details can be missed when we're moving too fast or just trying to get things done. Like, it's not just about getting it done, it's also about getting it done well. So you kind of have to know where you are spiritually, mentally, as a person before you start interacting with Lime energy. I feel like Lime energy could be potentially good for Virgos or people with high Virgo placements, just because perfectionism was really highlighted during the week that I worked with this oracle card, and Virgos are notoriously perfectionists. And so sometimes it can be hard to get them moving, just because if it's not perfect, they don't want to share it, they don't want anybody to see it, and that can be a form of self-sabotage. So I do feel like Lime could be good with that sort of energy. Energies that probably don't need this, or at least need to be a bit more aware of the shadow sides, would definitely be fire signs, because you guys, if you are a fire sign or you have high fire placements, you already tend to move a little faster. So just being aware of those details as you continue moving and getting things done is going to be really important, because you don't want to have to go back and fix something that could have been prevented later. But yeah, that's basically the shadow side of Lime energy. We did get this set done after a lot of headache and strife. I hope this message helped, it resonated, or at the very least entertained you. I definitely look forward to seeing you guys in my next video. But until then, I will see you later, Soul Searchers.